Hello everyone and welcome back to the Springtime Mania Free-for-All Tournament number 3, and of course we have the map pool showcase of the semi-finals to close the weekend. As we always do, we showcase the pool for next round. This time around I'm Juan Crystal commentating, and I'll be joined by the Topster, number 1 seed of the tournament. How are you doing?
What's happening, guys? Wait, how many showcases have there been? Let me count. Hold on.
A million.
Besides qualifiers. Wait, no, I did. Wait.
Okay. No, it was Ela and Daiki, the ones who did the
qualifiers. That's the only showcase I haven't commentated.
So it's like yet. Playoffs, round of group stage, round 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, and semis. That's 6.
I'm 6 for 7 on commentating the showcases.
Legend. Actual legend. So yeah, welcome everyone. Get ready for some very hard beat maps, I'll say. And get ready for very good ones in particular, right, Tom? But you know what we're talking about, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Of course. This is a great map pool.
Oh, and did you saw the SOFT3 Discord server for a moment? Hopefully it's not that big of a deal for you.
The Discord server?
Yeah, because my mouse works pretty badly and it double click it when I just wanted to normally click, and that just full screen the Discord and everyone saw it, so yeah, happens.
Nice.
Anyways, we have the first map and I feel it's fine for you to introduce it because I hate this song.
Sure can. It's gonna be BB Cutie Panther Momura Eurobeat remix, a map by your boy Gekido, map pool selector number 1. This is pretty speedy. It's 160 BPM, 2 minutes and 14 seconds drain time, 5.00 stars, and OD8. It's pretty much gonna be a burst-oriented, really, really fast glut. It's also going to have a lot of implied mini-jack patterns within the streams, or rather, they're just going to be mini-jack-based slower streams with the bursts thrown in the middle of it all. So, and at this speed, that's going to be pretty hard to, handle in general. Transitioning between playing mini-jacks and regular burst patterns can be really tough on your hands, and also just mentally challenging. Like, these gluts are just ridiculous, with hands thrown in there too. As the first pick in the pool, it's pretty hard.
Well, to be fair, this is like the speed pick, so it makes sense that it's gonna likely be one of the hardest ones.
Obviously.
In general,
speed picks in general, I wouldn't say are definitively the hardest. They just tend to look the toughest. But I think with the gluts thrown in the middle of it, it can be just devastating.
Oh, Macho is just completely... Okay, Gil now. Okay, internet is working fine. Come on, dude. Client, can you please not?
I think that's on your side. I didn't have anything on my side.
Here we go here. This is a pretty rough pick overall, especially the hand section. I reckon that's probably the hardest part of the map. We saw earlier. How can you have the ears to actually sustain this for 2 minutes? I think that's the main challenge of this map. Wow, did you just got kicked by Walter Toro?
I did! I got banned from the chat! Are you kidding me? I got banned for 10 minutes.
I think he already revoked it, hopefully. Anyways, very harsh map. You can see that Gil got a 99.2, so that's the level of difficulty we're having on semis already. We're gonna jump straight into the first SB pick of the map pool, right?
Man, that was already quick. That was pretty good. Yeah, it should be the second. The second pick is the first SV choice of the pool, and this is one that I am personally very familiar with. You might recognize the mapper.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Twist
that?
them out versus Welcome to Jamrock. What?
It's an honorable mapper, I will say.
Yes, an honorable map, aka the same person who mapped Recession, aka Razzie. The reason I'm pretty familiar with this is because I did a bit of work with, tightening out things and giving suggestions. So I actually know this map already. Sorry,
DJ.
Lucas. But this is pretty similar to Recession, except it's longer and more difficult. So 4 minutes and 23 seconds of train time, 172 BPM, 3.95 stars, OD8, HP8. And like I said, it's basically a longer, more difficult version of Recession. For anyone who didn't practice Recession because it was too long, I guess you have this
okay.
practice.
Hello.
Slow jam.
Oh man, this is a rude pick and I am already loving it. I'm actually siren in the pool. I never seen this before.
Oh yeah, this slow jam is, like, it looks tough, but it is... The releases are so hard to get right. Basically, one of the things we'll be noticing a lot through this map are speed-ups and slowdowns, as it was the same deal with Recession.
Oh my god, the release is on the right hand. That was glorious.
Yeah, yeah. You'll be seeing a lot of times where it'll just be controlling yourself with really abrupt changes to slow jam.
Very harsh SVs already.
Like right there, a lot of people aren't going to be knowing that that's a slow jam right on that note. So some people are just going to instinctively release right away. And that happens multiple times in this map.
Yeah, it's more of a LN oriented SV map, I'll say. Really comes down to LN timings. Although it's mostly just having a timing of the SVs right, but it's more visually tricking, I'll say, if you have a release rather than just a press.
Releases tend to get like exponentially difficult as you slow down the scroll speed because you like realize less and less where that release actually is. So with the prevalence of slow jams being so much in this map, it just amplifies the difficulty of the releases, even though they are pretty trivial if, say, they were at full speed.
Oh my god, those slow jam longers are so rude.
But don't worry, if you don't like LNs with your SV, we have another one.
And another
later
one.
on in the pool.
This seems to be a not so hard map to practice, I reckon, though. If you like are familiar with the song, or if you just like this kind of maps in general, I reckon it will take like maybe 3-4 tries to get used to most of the SBs on this. At most.
Yeah. That jump trill right there, transitioning into this section, used to be all the snaps looking the same, kind of like the ending of the session. I didn't like that, so I suggested changing it, but it's still not particularly, I guess, I mean, it's pretty easy now, but the transition into it isn't really the easiest to get down.
Oh boy. I like that speed ups and then into slow jams, like you don't know when to actually release and start jump trilling. That's just so good.
I think a big thing with this is also that a lot of the spaces between the notes are actually, like, you know, kept the same. At least in these sections that are 1x in general, they'll be the same spacing, so it's not too hard to read by itself, but the really, really aggressive stops can throw people off really hard. It throws me off a lot. And then more slow jams.
Ouch, that starts on the slow jams. Ouch.
Gotta punish the players, you know? These
course.
trills are really awkward at times, because I think they're third beats too.
Oh my goodness. But you can see that on side read, Mitro's got almost a 91, so like I said, it shouldn't take that much practice to get at least a decent score on this.
Yeah, I think it's easier to sight read than recession is in general, but it's harder to get like really, really good scores.
Let's go now for the third map in the pool here. Blinded by Light, a map by Electon again. Revealed by Dark is the difficulty name. A Final Fantasy 13 song, so pretty cool. Tech SV, more into jump streams. 3 minutes and 14 seconds of 255 BPM.
Yeah, this is another map that I have played before. Granted, it's only once that I've played it, but when I did, it was pretty hard. I think a lot of what this is based on like just the speed of the jump stream itself, and not really the difficulty of the patterning or anything. So it's really just about keeping that speed and your stamina up for the full time. There's also a little portion with some fun jump jacks to deal with. They're only 1/3 though, I believe, or maybe 1/4. I don't actually know, but we'll get to see when it comes around.
Look at that dance 255 there. It's pretty short for the most part, but still, that can get some people off guard. Probably one of the easier maps on the pool though, I reckon. If you can like jump stream for short periods of time at very fast speeds. You can see a lot of
Yeah.
sort of broken-ish.
Yeah, it's like just basically 120-ish BPM gluts with some triplets thrown in, which with the triplets or without the triplets they'd be pretty easy to get good accuracy on, but with those triplets thrown, pay attention a little more, and it can really mess with your accuracy when you're changing what speed your fingers are going at and like switching in and out of like either wrist jacking and streaming or just playing them normally with, well, not normally per se, but without using your wrists at all, which makes it harder to get good accuracy.
We're only halfway through this, so it's quite long as well. It can get your stamina drained a little bit, especially due to the sort of not anchorage, but more like you said, glut-ish structure. Though on 120 something BPM, it's not that fast, but it's definitely draining if it goes a bit too long. Especially if you get into like distance jump streams, you can run out of stamina quite badly actually, just for trying to maintain the focus and get very good accuracy out of the sections that are maybe not as dense. See, Gil is still full comboing this, so very good job there by the map selector.
Mr. Speedboy. But yeah, both players having pretty solid accuracy, so as we've said earlier on, it's really less about the difficulty of the speed and patterning, but more like trying to keep your accuracy strong with this speed.
It's like comparable to 257, right? Or was 273? I don't remember, but
273.15.
okay, that one.
Absolute zero.
Oh, Gil misses.
Yeah, it is kind of similar, I'd say, in terms of at least the patterning used, but the speed is kind of a jump up. 60 BPM, 65 BPM higher than that one. So, a little bit of a difference.
Just a little bit.
But we will, with the end of that, be going into our fourth pick, which I believe is an accuracy or techie type pick. I don't actually know. I've heard of this before.
It's called
And
the
I think I've played it
WTF
before.
pick. I like
I
it.
don't exactly know what's going on with it. But it is Puru Toki Mateable Remix by another map selector, Shoegazer. Eternal difficulty 1 minute and 40 seconds, so not too long at all. 175 BPM, 4.81 stars, and an OD of 7.5.
Let's see how these two players do on this. More of a technical consistency pick if you want. I mean, it's made by Shoegazer, so what can you really expect? What are those mini LNs? Ouch.
We've had at least one map that's rice based but has some really annoying mini LNs. And oddly enough, 3 of them have at least been by Shoegazer. No, 4 of them have been by Shoegazer, if you count Night Jam in that.
Oh man, those mini jacks. Oh!
Those mini jacks with the LNs infused are just so mean.
What is this map even following? Jeez. The rhythms are so weird.
It's following everything.
This is one of the hardest maps in the bowl, maybe. I will say. So far, at least, it looks like the harder map.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's gonna be.
Look at that one!
The hardest. Those jack bursts.
Those
kind of
jacks on
incredible.
1-3 with a land on 4. That was absolutely disgusting.
There's a lot of really interesting anchoring going on through this. And a lot of times it's on like 1 and 3 or 2 and 4 or 2 and 3 or something, so you have to be controlling with all of your fingers or both of your hands at once, which is very awkward to handle.
Yep. Hey, after this we're gonna have the best map of the pool, am I right?
No. It's not the
Yes,
best map.
I am
It's the
right.
second best map.
My
It's the
decision.
second best.
I mean, my opinion is better. So.
Oh, is it now? Is it, you using your tournament host privileges
Yes.
to say I'm wrong?
Yes, 100%. We have Euclid as the LN releases pick, sort of consistency if you want. And I don't want to disappoint my followers if I even have one. This is an OD 8.5.
Stop using OD 8.5 for long note cards.
And it's a 3 minutes and 17 seconds of drain time, 175 BPM, 4 stars for some reason. I mean, who knows how that is 4 stars.
Because releases star rating system doesn't know how to handle hard releases.
I reckon you're right. But you'll see that this is pretty much a release fest in every single aspect. Although, I say it's not as hard as many people give credit for. But again, it has a lot of traps that can get you into positions where you're gonna miss a lot if you misread them. The intro though is relatively calm in general. It mostly just gets intense on the key eye sections. And to be fair, the main issue I have with this map is that because it's a collab by CEO Style and me, the parts where CEO mapped, I'm like, are very, very hard for me. I don't understand why. But there's one transition just after this. There you go. This is my section. But after this, there's like a slow transition, and it's so hard to release properly that it's actually triggering. But right here you can see the release fest overall. Every single release is timed on very different moments, and I feel that it follows like the spectrum of the song. Hopefully it does, because that was my intention. I reckon you like this map though, Tove. You have to be honest.
It's pretty fun, I guess. I mean, I picked it for Rhythm Rivals, so I obviously have some amount of like enjoyment towards it, or at least like it as a chart. Though copping out using it one used in Rhythm Rivals, SMH my head. But yeah, as I already have seen in this map, it is pretty difficult to get the proper releases down. In general, it's not too hard to combo overall. The only really hard part I'd say there is to hold combo on through this are the overextended releases while you're overextended long notes while you're trying to release stuff around it. Because a lot of times when I'm playing long notes, I have a weird tendency to let go of like unexpectedly long notes early.
That's pretty common.
Happens.
This section is also pretty tricky for some people. The releases are getting very close to the next presses. They're 1/6 the releases. This part is, in my opinion, the hardest part of the map. It's just so different in structure to the previous section, and it's very, very hard to follow properly. The releases are like actually not too hard, but because you get used to the other releases techniques, it kind of gets confusing on this section. Well, did actually somebody said that this map looks fun? Like a map made by me looks fun?
Hey man, this is the most fun chart you've ever made.
Hey, I actually agree.
Weird. But yeah, we're coming into basically what is pretty similar to the opening sequence of long notes. So kind of a cool down going right into the very ending of the chart. And that's it for Euclid. Gonna go into map number 6. This one's not long note or SV, but it is another tech choice. We got some kill by Valedict. I don't know if, oh, we have, wait, yeah, no, we've seen at least one chart by him, but I think it might be the only one, that being Nice Lady from round of 32. I may be wrong about that, but that's all I remember.
Didn't he make... No, it was Side, I mean Nigro, right?
Yeah, well, no. Nigro is a Choof chart, uploaded by Zay.
Okay.
But this is a tech pick, 2 minutes and 25 seconds of drain time, 280 to 333 BPM.
This can get pretty tricky. Like, up to 333 BPM. The map starts with a quad. I like the notes. And again, my internet connection is saying nope to my client. And there we go.
All right, but here we go, getting right into the beginning. Got some pretty awkward trills and stream patterns, but at this point, it's likely not as hard as it's going to get.
I'm gonna be a bit behind of you, I feel, but it's looking alright other than the trails really on the intro.
Yeah, it's not too bad yet. There's some pretty tricky bursts in the. Ooh, whoa, this is getting interesting. I feel like this is gonna be one of those charts that progressively gets harder through its lifespan.
Oh,
like
I'm seeing
not
what you
only,
saw.
yeah, because through this map, the BPM will eventually increase from 280 to 333. So obviously the speed is going to be tested for some players. And then also it seems like the patterns just progressively get more awkward, I guess you could say, or just harder in general.
This is the part where we're gonna get intense, right? Just after the break, there's always something that you don't want to see. Oh, maybe just his ripple.
Touch the sky.
Yeah, you're a little bit behind, but after that break, it does go into a bit of a faster section. Ooh, these are some pretty nasty patterns in general. Bursts are definitely getting more intrusive, but another break comes in right before the last quarter.
Oh.
And that's where the speed up comes in, now getting up to 333 BPM once the break ends. Oh, these are super hand-biased patterns, too. Whoa!
See right now.
Whoa! Okay, what a way to finish the chart.
Let me check that out here. 333 and it keeps going. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's some fasters. It's not that bad though, it seems.
I don't think the patterns are too difficult, but yeah, definitely gonna prove difficult for anyone who's not really comfortable changing BPMs.
Okay, that ending looks a bit more nasty.
Yeah.
Mini jacks there. Oh boy, the last pattern just before the long note.
But that is it for pick number 6.
That was a pattern. That was a pattern over there.
That was a pattern.
The next one is yet again another LM pick here, the Golden Era. This is a map by Intelizer. In particularly, it's the map I dislike the most in the long no pick. I'll have to be honest. But it really isn't all that bad. It's a 1 minute and 50 seconds drain time with 175 BPM, 4.75 stars, ODH, HPH. And in general, it's just a normal Intel long no chart. It's pretty clear that the moment you get to see the map, you're gonna clearly see that this is mapped by Intel. Like, he has a particular way he charts the lens, and it's pretty much the same way here.
He has like specific patterns that he uses all the time. He really enjoys 3-note inverse as well, or like 3-column inverse is something I've noticed a lot. But he also does these weird patterns that kind of look
Shieldish.
like trying. Yeah, kind of shielded. Oh, there's the hand, the 3-column inverse. But yeah. Nice mini jigs.
This is probably the easier long no map on the pool, I would say.
It doesn't look too bad. I mean,
at the ending it gets a bit
weirder.
weirder.
This was gonna be actually, because I know there's another one that he released recently. Well, not recently anymore. It was a while back, but yeah, I got these Intel patterns here, which are, despite how they oftentimes a lot harder to hit than most other LN patterns. So even though they might not look that fast, they are definitely really tricky to hold on to.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks like the easier side of the long notes picks here we're gonna see.
Unless you're bad at 3-column inverse, then you might be having problems. And there we go.
Good
That
full
is gonna
combo.
Finish it for number 7, and we're coming up to what is the actual best map in the pool.
Yeah.
Juan was wrong about it being Euclid. This is the best map in the pool. And it's going to be Camellia, Routing. You want to guess who made this one?
Oh, okay. It was Yahoo.
Yes, it's the Yahoo version of Routing. Congratulations.
Got him.
Anyways, this is mapped by myself, the Toaster. This is also sort of an LN pick, kind of like Euclid was. But instead of just being LN, I decided to throw in some SVs too. So 144 BPM, a minute and 55 seconds drain time, so pretty short one. 4.12 stars, high 0.04.
Haha, my map is easier.
But yeah, we have a pretty basic LN chart with just the most common type of SV are just these bumps that, even though they don't really mess with spacing at all, they can definitely do something to your reading in general. But this beginning does have some weird SVs that can trip a lot of people up if they don't know what's going on. But they really, once you learn them, they aren't too bad. But like, starting right here, we got some of those bump SVs, and as you can see, it doesn't really mess with the spacing between the notes. So it shouldn't be hard to read in general, but knowing like when to getting good accuracy on this, I think, is going to be the major challenge of it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is like the kind of map that you actually need to have good, I mean, not good, but sort of a decent aural coordination, I'll say. Because most of the SBs are just following the beats of the music. Or either that or have a decent timing and maybe prediction.
Yeah, all of the bumps are on, like, the
downbeats.
The downbeats.
Yeah.
Those are actually, this part has some really awkward speed ups. So if you're not ready for these, you might just get a lot of 200 drops. But coming into this, we're going to be transitioning into the main chorus, which brings back the bump SPs just a little more aggressive this time.
Yeah, no on the downbeats only, there's also half beats as well.
Well, no, that just looks like it's on the half beats.
Oh, it's not?
There's not SBs on the half beats.
Nice.
It's all on the downs. But it's more aggressive, so it kind of looks like it. Oh, this part's really hard because this one right here comes, that quad comes before you'd expect it to. And yes, Gekido in chat is right. The next chart is anime.
It's actually anime.
But it's not Love Live anime this time. It's an actually good
It's actually
one.
proper anime. Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of a fan of the series, actually.
Series is great.
Yep.
Season 3 aired yesterday.
Dude, have you seen the last opening? It's awful. Jesus.
Dude, I haven't seen it yet.
No, it's awful. Don't see it. Skip it every single time.
Anyways. Next pick is going to be Amarazashi Sora ni Utaeba by another map by your boy Gekido. Go beyond difficulty.
Sora ni Utaeba. Come on, chat, let's go. Let's weave out this.
Let's not weep out right now.
Aww.
So, similar to the first Gekido chart and also the other anime chart, this is pretty much
you see the pattern?
Stream. Wow. Wow. There's 3 things similar about the first chart and the ninth chart. They're all anime.
I just
they're
noticed.
all Gekido, and they're all speed.
Like 70% of the map pool is made by the map selectors here. Lul.
70%? I think that's overweight.
No, it's not.
Hold on. No, that's a little bit overdoing the estimate.
I mean, if you count Rassi as not a map selector, which is fair, but this map I feel was made exactly for this.
I think it's wait, what?
I mean, you count as a map selector. Doesn't matter. Let's see the map here.
Why do I count as a map
selector?
I'm a player.
Because I'm the host and I say it. Anyways, you can see here, this is kind of like just your average anime dump.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Got some pretty annoying patterns. Can be really stamina intense if you're not really ready for it. I mean, it's just stamina intense in general. The streams are patterned in a way that requires you to do a lot of one-handed drilling, and when that kind of stuff comes in, it's some of the most tiring stuff in the game, in my opinion. And especially when they're extended, like in this map they are, instead of just like in bursts, it forces you to hold on to that one-handed drill speed for a really long time. But luckily, this one's not very long at all, less than a minute and a half actually. So holding your stamina shouldn't be as hard as on another given speed type map.
Oh, look at that difference! 200 points.
Oh, well, 300 points, but yeah.
Oh yeah, 300 points. 333 points actually. 333.
Right.
3 times 3. We have the next map though, made once again by a map selector here, Shoegazer.
I saw this as a warm-up in one of the matches, and all I can say is that this is Hamson Light. If anyone knows what that map is from MWC. But this is Jax, and also way easier than Hamson. Don't take my word for that. This basically tests for a large portion of its lifespan. It tests regular core jacks at 140 BPM, but there are two specific sections that have long jacks, which can mess you up. This is all I'll say.
Welcome to the Lost Dedicated. Well, actually, it's way slower than the Lost Dedicated, I think, right? Or is it?
This is way faster than Lost Dedicated. Lost Dedicated is 124 or 127.
Oh, okay. But this is like 1/2. It's not 1/4, right? Or that's 1/4. Okay, that's yeah.
This is 1/4. Yes,
Okay.
it is 100. We're not putting 70 BPM jacks in a pool. That's for the semifinals.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, okay, maybe that's a bit too slow.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry,
this
I
is very
got
fast.
two ELDs. Alright, get banned. Apparently TLD is 133. I don't know why I got that wrong. But either way, it's still faster than TLD.
I don't know why. I feel like I could probably do the single jacks of this map, but I wouldn't be able to do the dedicated single jacks.
Well,
I guess because it's mostly isolated
longer.
here as well. Yeah, that's true. It's like, I don't know. I just feel it's easier to read this ones. Oh no, Gekido, are you really asking for it, lemon guy? It seems pretty harsh though for the most part. But again, if you can keep up the speed, it's not really anything else other than jacks. Everything else is just pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, if you can keep up with jacks at 140, and they're not even particularly stamina intensive because they're not like super dense for the most part. Just like the long jacks are probably the hardest stamina wise to keep up with. If you can do that, this map is totally free.
Those long trails. I hate when there are slow but long trails. I hate them so much.
Oh, they're really hard to get good accuracy on. Ah, yes, this stream. Just to really throw you anyone who's trying to core jack off.
Oh, so you're like Jax. Okay, how about if I throw you a very long stream? Ha ha ha. Got him. It's not that long though. Ow, that first column jack seemed harsh. It's probably my worst finger. Oh, is it getting faster?
It sounds like it. Like
Well,
very
not-
ending, so
not
it's
for
not
so
that
long.
bad. We are going to be having, after that, pick number 11. I believe we have 3 free mod choices left. Yes,
I
3
believe you're
including
right.
this next one.
This
And
next
we got
one,
another LN map.
This is hard.
Originally made by I've played Ziff's difficulty of this, but I never played this one. I don't know why.
Gil's difficulty, and I'm telling you, it's very, very hard. I think this is the hardest map of the semifinals in terms of a lens by far difference, by a big difference. Remember
Hey,
we were
at least
talking
it's-
about the pool, and I told you maybe you cannot have see all the maps all that consistently. Well, this is the map.
Yes. Nah, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I got this. Easy game.
I'm confident you will get a full combo eventually, but
No, I'm gonna get it every time. Never miss.
Okay,
Never.
got it.
I will never miss on this chart. I promise.
Also, Grace Notes, welcome to Guild Charting.
I mean, Zif's chart also has the grace notes. I mean, just sort of the song giving him something to work with. But either way, here we go, getting into some slightly denser LN patterns. Doesn't look too bad yet.
Look at those anchors though. There we go.
Okay. Nice. Luckily, they're all short LNs, so you can pretty much play them like the regular note anchors. Just, if you miss one of them, good luck getting the rest of them.
It's just a tech combination of weird burst and heavy LN anchors, and it's in general just very, very hard to time. And there we go, anchors again.
Who doesn't love anchors?
I actually like maps with anchors, but this is just hard, so I don't. That transition is also pretty hard to get right, I feel. And there it is, full combo by Gale, but... Oh, was it? I think he missed at one point, right? No, he did
Nope.
not. Actually, didn't got a 970,000 despite the full combo.
96868 But here we go. I heard you guys like Gil or Mezzi at charts because we have another one.
And another one.
Hold on. How many have been in this pool so far? Is this only the second one?
The
I
second
swear there
one
was
by
another
Gil.
one.
This is an
Maybe it was
SV
only the
map,
second one.
by the way.
This is SV?
Yep.
Hold on. No, that's not allowed.
Welcome to Gilcan SV.
Oh, this is the one that was supposed to be made for quarterfinals that he was talking about.
Yeah, and we thought it
no.
was finals level, but we are like, nah, let's just use it on semis.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh no.
OD 8.1, by the way.
I love
3.86
this
stars.
song, by the way. I love this song, by the way. It's so good. Oh, starting with a nice slow jam.
Fun
I don't know what
fact,
this note's
the
gonna
boys is
do.
actually naming very iconic songs throughout the DDR franchise, being them in order: Max 300, Max Unlimited, Sakura, Bag, Paranoia Survivor, The Legend of Max, Genom, Screams. After that, the boy says Omega in a much mightier tone, and Distortion, which is the name of the song. Thanks, Gil.
It's actually mimicking the style in terms of like tone, like the tune of a lot of those DDR songs. Like I'm specifically hearing one of the Max songs in there. Like you see that's like part of Max.
Yeah. Oh, I got lagged, so you're gonna be ahead of me now. Sad. Yeah, this is the reason why Gil can SV, because he just takes the SVs of good maps and just replicates them on Mania. Kappa.
This is another Max song?
Yeah, I already mentioned them. Max 300, Max Unlimited, Sakura, Bag, Paranoia Survivor, The Legend of Max, Genom, Screams. That's the
Well,
other.
that's just the voice naming it. It's the songs are actually like showing up in order, it seems.
I mean, if you know the songs a little bit, you should be fine for the most part.
This is Bag. Let's go.
Oh,
Shut
those
up.
releases are
Wait,
fun.
is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe? I don't know. I actually can't tell.
I'm waiting for the actual hard part, if there is one. Oh man, the snaps of this are so awkward.
This is kind of what I don't like in most SV charts, to be completely honest. Where it's like all looking like it's the same distance apart, but it's actually not, because it's like pure memorization.
I mean, it's alright if you really want to. I mean, if you know the song, you don't have to memorize it, you just like play the song.
Well, that's still a form of memorization, so... Interesting.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh, debated there. The ending. Four misses on your own map, Gil? What? Anyways, we have the last map now before the tiebreaker, and it's gonna be some fun, I reckon. A map by Curiosity. This is Grand vs. Camellia, and the song is Ragnarok. The difficulty name is also Ragnarok.
Wow.
And it's a stamina pick. And no, this is not the tiebreaker.
Shoutouts to 7-Key World Cup. This is basically a stamina pick. That's it. That's what you're gonna get out of this. Last for 5 minutes and 4 seconds at 234 BPM, and this is your pick.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a nap. Wake me up in 5 minutes.
Will do. Also, we have a little surprise for you at the ending of this. Like, the ending of the song is pretty fun.
It was Singapore, the team that failed on the SB's red burials, if we are talking about the 7-Key World Cup. This is not the tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a stamina pick. In fact, I'll probably suggest the map selectors to not put the stamina pick right before the tiebreaker, because they might think it is. This is actually a very fitting choice for tiebreaker though. Like, I mean, song-wise, I'm not sure about the map, but song-wise is very, very cool for tiebreaker. A little bit of a trail there, and now is where we start with the pretty much stamina jumps, really, not even jumps.
Some little roly bursts in the middle of it, not too difficult in general though.
And there we go, jumps through time.
Got some fun trills right on 2 and 3 a lot. Rolly jump stream too, which is pretty accuracy.
Yeah, it's very evil when it comes to getting good accuracy out of them. We're already almost halfway through the map and I didn't even notice.
Song's really good in my opinion, but it's also really fitting for, like you said earlier, for a stamina choice.
Wow, Guild missing again.
And we got some mini LNs yet again.
Welcome.
To handle those, since they're just like in the middle of a normal stream where you'll be lifting your fingers anyways.
I think it's actually harder when it happens. I don't know why, but I always struggle. Oh, those mini jacks.
Jack. got a break 2/3 in, can see each other's scores.
Fun.
Make you even more nervous than you ever wanted to be.
I mean, you can always close your eyes.
I feel like that's not the best idea. I have a weird feeling that closing
You
your
think
eyes
so?
in the middle of a map is a bad idea.
I mean, you might be right. I never really tried it, so. Go with the trails again. Very clear approach here with a lot of 2-3 trails. Seems like the easier map on the pool though, I'm not gonna lie.
I think in terms of speed and patterning, it definitely is the easiest, but stamina-wise, if you are not able to, like, you know, these kinds, like jump stream at what is the BPM here?
220?
234.
Oh, 234.
If you're not able to hold stamina for that long, you are not going to have fun with this char.
Oh, okay.
What is happening? Why is this hand stream now? I guess
Hello.
it's a surprise for the ending that I was talking about.
Oh,
earlier.
that is a surprise.
What?
Welcome to
What?
Lacrima, ladies and gentlemen.
I was just about to say that. Excuse me?
Oh my goodness, the
Oh,
pattern
dude,
suddenly
he's
ramped it up
1 minute trill.
absurdly harsh. What is wrong with Curiosity?
Oh my god. Right at the end too, when your stamina's like dying.
Okay, so it seems like your stamina might be depleting. Bye! Die. And then you
Yeah.
kind of get destroyed by the
Jeez.
map.
What a stamina choice, right?
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna entertain you for 5 minutes, and on the last 5 seconds, I'm gonna absolutely murder you. But hey, that's it for the free mod picks, and we have the tiebreaker. It's actually sort of a meme, I will say.
I looked at this chart before the showcase came on because I was curious. As you can already see, Orange Gentle, Halo Quinn, the Faith of Truth. Let's go. By Underjoy, Shattered Personality Difficulty. Not the longest pick in the pool. Hold on.
No, it's not.
It's the second longest, I think, if I'm not mistaken. There's, I think the only one that gets close besides the one that's more is Razzy's SV choice, and that's slightly less. Yeah, so 4 minutes and 39 seconds in drain time, only 136 BPM, but obviously with 16 patterns that can, you know, be really aggravating. But this is pretty much a mixed bag. I'd say that from what I saw, the LNs aren't too intrusive overall, even though like it's basically one LN section, but a big portion of this chart is unexpected slow jams for some portions of it, but also just really awkward snappings and transitioning in and out of like gluts and bursts and jump streams and whatnot. Overall, I'd say that this has a lot of just awkward in it.
Awkward tiebreaker, huh?
Got a break here with just some pretty simple long note patterns.
Dude, it's so weird to think that there's only 2 more pools remaining.
Yeah, that's actually pretty weird. And I will be playing in 2. Whoa. Yeah, I remember that burst, and that's kind of mean. Yeah, but 2 pools remaining, gonna be finals and grand finals, and I'll be playing in at least one of those 2, which is like awkward to say because last year I didn't even play in semifinals.
It's funny though. I mean, it's actually hilarious as well. The fact that the tournament is about to finish, dude. Like this Semi-finals,
only-
finals, and grand finals. There's like 3 more weekends.
3 weekends. And then you can cups exclusively. Congratulations, Juan. Are you happy about that?
I would be happy if I had sleep, but I mean, I take it. I really want to host the 4K World Cup though. I really, really want to. I would like to play on it, to be fair, but if I'm not...
Yeah, but those are like really awkward what patterns right there, but that was one of the slow gems that was coming in. I believe it just transitions into another one right here.
Oh man, those SVs are just very rude.
The little bumps, slow jam, just psyching you out all the time.
Oh boy, spicing up already. For the most part though, the patterns, it's not that the patterns are hard or complicated, it's just that the snaps in general on the song is so awkward that it's just very hard to follow, really. Like, to keep track of what you're actually doing is the main challenge on this.
More focus on LNs in this ending now. Like I said, they aren't too difficult, but, you know, keeping up those jump drill rolls. But, yeah, that was a pretty simple section, but as we're going into this ending, it does get a little bit harder with some very annoying patterns, to say the least.
Jump drills, boy.
Not quite jump drillable. It's almost jump drillable, but just barely edges out of not being. But yeah, that is going to be right after. Oh yeah, more awkward snaps if you weren't tired of them already. And there we go. That is going to finish it for the semifinals map pool tiebreaker. And as the tiebreaker, that is the final map in the showcase.
Yep, that's gonna be it for us here for the semi-finals. But that doesn't mean we are done for the tournament just yet. There's still, like we said, 3 more weekends to go through. And the semi-finals is gonna happen right in Saturday, really. We're gonna start right in 6 days for the first wave of matches. I reckon the schedule will probably be published around Tuesday, if not a bit earlier. And yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a lot of fun for you people to watch. I hope you enjoyed the pool. I have my own thoughts about it. I think it's, for the most part, it's pretty cool. It's a bit spiky at parts though, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, we're getting into semi-finals. Maps are getting a bit hard for me to even play, so not much I can really do about it.
Yeah, but I do not believe there's anything else to worry about for this weekend. I can go over the matches that will be happening next weekend for the semifinals.
That would be amazing, yeah.
Winner's bracket is going to be 2 matches for the semifinals, after which the 2 winners will face off in the following weekend in finals. First match for the winner's bracket is myself, the Toaster, versus Lotus. And the second match is going to be Itor98 versus Intelizer. Some strong players there, huh? Got a stacked semifinals, or winners semifinals anyways. And in the losers bracket, we have 4 matches, and anyone who is currently in the losers bracket, if they win their first match, they will have to play a second one in order to make it to the finals weekend.
Whoa, Mitch just rolled a 100. Anyways, go ahead.
Legend. First match is going to be Pancho versus Minisora. The second is going to be Dot versus Trouble, and the winner of those two matches will face each other to see who goes to finals. And then the third match is T-Deck versus Electro, and then fourth is Andre MC and versus AM Duskia 1996. And the winners of those two matches will also face each other to see who makes it to that final spot.
Yeah, so that's gonna be it for the matches of next weekend. As I said, the schedule will likely be up on Tuesday, if not a bit earlier. But until that, we hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend, or the rest of the week really, whenever you are living. And I hope to see you all next weekend for some semi-finals action, because there are some matches that are gonna be quite exciting. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on Saturday for more action of the Springtime Osmania Free for All Tournament number 3. I was Juan Crystal commentating, joined by my friend the Toaster, and that was it for today. Want to say anything else?
Not really. I think I am good, but other than that, come back next weekend. We got some great matches. See you guys later.
Aye aye.